The Homegrown League has officially started, and this morning we got our teams. It's quarter to midnight, and soon I'll be celebrating my birthday, so let's begin because this is the Norwegian Homegrown build. Hey guys, it's Papa Mish, and we got our Homegrown League teams, and it's very refreshing that we don't need to go and search the transfer market for any old geezer that will give us a slight edge in this trading race. We could lay back, strategize a little bit, and think about the big picture. Of course, it won't be hat-trick without a little bit of rant, because Johan and the team said that they will try to make all the teams look pretty much the same. But when I'm looking at my teams, out of my 21 players, I only have 7 players with specialties, while another team from my league has 14, so double as mine. But that's okay, in the long run it won't really matter, and as I said, this video and my team is gonna be built in the Norwegian build. It's also nice that they gave us 3 17-year-old players with all their skills being 5, so you could mold them into anything you want. Of course, any position that you choose, you will miss out on some of the skills. To utilize them the best way possible, we could think that wingers could be the best choice because they will miss out their goalkeeping, but they will take advantage of all their other skills. On the other hand, by the calculations that I ran, building a team around the wingers in the homegrown or trying to make it a Norwegian team will be quite problematic. So we could turn them into inner midfielders and they will lose out on their keeping and wing skills. We could turn them into forwards. They will lose out their defense and keeping skills. You will see that I am opting to turn them into forwards and also and then hopefully add youth academy players with more playmaking that I will turn into my inner midfielders. The specialities that I got are quick, powerful, and head specialty player, so they're both good for inner midfielders. And forwards, yay, PNF. Let's talk about the build and the plan and everything else. So we will be building 10 players, 3 inner midfielders, 3 forwards, and those 6 players will be built practically to the maximum, giving them all the 100% training slots, and also 4 players that will receive half trainings or non-complete trainings with offensive center defenders and wingers towards the middle. The Norwegian team will have very strong midfield and very strong attack. It's practically the counter for long shot teams, but it also could break counter-attack teams and be quite good against standard teams because we don't have defense, but we do gain a lot of midfield and also very strong attack. So of course we will have an age gap and we are building to compete, so not all the players could be built the maximum way possible. We could rebuild this team over and over again. It's quite a simple build without a lot of training swaps, and I'm basing this build out of the 3 core players that I got. Everyone got them, so you could definitely start this build with them, and I will be banking on future youth academy players to go along with them. So this is the build. I want to give them a little bit of wing from the start, and then it will be a lot of scoring, a lot of playmaking, some passing, a lot of playmaking, and we could round this up with set pieces, although you could choose something else. So why am I starting with wing? Because if we will be playing only for midfield and center attack, we could neglect this wing. On the other hand, we only have those 3 players in my starting roster. We don't have more. And wing training will give only 4 100% training slots. So I will not be missing a lot of training slots choosing to give them wing. Also, forwards take advantage of their wing. It would be 1 season, and I'll push their wing from 5 to 11. Then I will move to scoring, and somewhere there it would be almost 3.5, 4 seasons of scoring, and I will push their scoring to 15. Somewhere there I will start adding my youth academy players, and I'm quite confident that within those 4 seasons or 3-4 seasons, I will get good youth academy players with at least 7 playmaking and maybe 5 passing, whatever I get. But probably the 7 playmaking won't be too much of a problem within 3 seasons, and hopefully with a speciality. So eventually my forwards, with all the trainings, they will be 17 playmaking, 11 wing, 13 passing, and 15 scoring. I don't want to give them too much scoring more than this, because then the inner midfielders might get too much scoring and they will not have enough playmaking. But all the other skills, I feel that they are quite okay. And maybe in the last segment of the playmaking, we could give a little bit less playmaking for the free forwards and start giving a little bit more playmaking for the half-trained players, like the wingers towards the middle or the offensive center defenders, because probably their midfield contribution will be even better. So that's just an option to try. So I have here the 3 inner midfielders that they will be 17-year-old, about 3-year gap of the 3 starting players that I have. At the end, they will get 18 playmaking, 13 passing, and about 8-9 scoring. And the players that will receive the 50% training slots of playmaking will eventually be only 13 playmaking, about 12 passing, and maybe something else, but I'm not really counting on this. So how this team will look. You do see here the age at every segment, and eventually, if we'll try to compare this to the same way that I did with the long shot build, it will be something like this. After about 8 seasons, my initial players will have 14 playmaking, 11 wing, and 15 scoring, and the 17-year-old inner midfielders, when I start with them, they will have a little bit more playmaking, so they will reach 15 playmaking, and they will have 9 scoring, maybe 8 scoring, and the players receiving the 50% slot, they will only have 12 scoring. But at home, at Team Spirit 8 and with Team Confidence 8, we are getting 16 midfield and 16.5 center attack. So that's quite nice. I am using an offensive coach here because it's a Norwegian team. We will not be getting any defense at all. Maybe somewhere in the future you could add a few seasons of defense and then swap to a neutral coach and be even better and balanced. But we are going Norwegian here. And how our team and players will look at the end of the build. So the forwards will be, as I said, 17 playmaking, 11 wing, 13 passing, and 15 scoring. The inner midfielders are 18, 13, 8, and 9 and 14. And the 50% are 14 playmaking, 13 passing. Wingers are playing towards the middle. Offensive center defenders and normal forwards. We are getting at a home game with 8 team spirit and 8 team confidence, almost 20 midfield. So that's quite huge. And 23 center attack. Also, the side attack is not bad at all, as you could see here, and it will break the defense of other Norwegian teams, or maybe the PM rushes, or whatever. So I don't feel that the season of wing that I gave my future forwards at the beginning is a miss, or it's overkill or whatever. We are also using attack from the middle tactic with high tactical level, and this is it. This is the build. I could also tell you that I played with the numbers a little bit, and this is the training planner, as you could see here. And I also tried to simulate a training plan when I make them into wingers. So at the end, they look something like this, with the playmaking 17 and wing 14. Their scoring is quite low. And the problem is, it's very difficult to produce attack ratings here, because if you give too much scoring, let's say you will scout youth academy forwards in the future and you'll start giving them scoring, all the other team is not training. Inner midfielders don't need too much scoring. Wingers, not at all. Only the forwards. So it's not that balanced. And the ratings that we are producing here are lower. We could produce very nice wing attack, but that's pretty much it. The midfield is okay, but the center attack is not that good. Also, a small cool tip, that now that we have our team and we build the training plan, we could go to our matches and the lineup simulator, and here in the lineup we can not only create custom players, which will help us, but we could also import from a training plan. And while importing from a training plan, it's giving us all the players that we already trained in the training plan with their final skills. And this is very, very cool. And you could see here I can adjust my plan, because we have 4 wing training slots, but only 3 nice players to begin with. So I saw that I have one more nice-ish player at the beginning. If we look at him here, he was 18-year-old, quick speciality, practically nothing else. We are looking at his skills, but why not? Maybe I could use him in my build. So I'm adding him to the training plan, giving him full wing training, then some scoring, then 50% trainings. I'm saving this, and then when I'm going to the lineup simulator and I'm importing the training plan, okay, and now he's simulated. He'll contribute nicely as a winger, because he missed a lot of other trainings, but at least he got some playmaking wing training, so he's already contributing a little bit more. We could add the custom players now to give them the inner midfielder slots and all the other offensive center defenders and so on. So this is the build, this is our plan, and those are the ratings. The Norwegian team, we are breaking long shots here. That's it. That's the Norwegian homegrown build, and also my birthday. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this video? Do you find it interesting? I think it's pretty fun, and that's the one that I will try to build in my team. You could also write me which kind of plan are you going for, or what's your team name is. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and Hat Trick, it's more than a game, it's a community. I'll see you next time, and also in the Homegrown League.